Children, as I told you that you must read the content taught on the adjacent page twice before you start with the exercise. If not, please read before starting this second part of the session. Let's start for those who have read the content taught. Fill in the blanks to complete the statements reporting exclamations indirectly. Now we have to take care all the rules that we have learned in part 1 of the session. Sally said, "Oh, I am unwell." Now this I stands for Sally. So my I will also change here. Am is my verb of present tense. It will change into past tense. Answer will be Sally exclaimed with sadness. She's not happy about it that she is not keeping well. So Sally exclaimed with sadness that she was unwell. Next, what a beautiful garden, said the boys. The boys, now they're happy to see the beautiful garden. The boys exclaimed with joy. You can also write exclaimed with happiness. In place of joy, it can be happiness, that it was a beautiful garden. It was a beautiful garden. However, if the blank was not given here, the answer could be the boys exclaimed with joy that the garden was very beautiful. You may write it. If this was not given, then the boys exclaimed with joy that the garden, we are talking about the garden, so in place of it we can write garden, that the garden was, I told you with what and how you can use very or great. Now great doesn't suit the garden word here, so I'll write very beautiful, that the garden was very beautiful. Next, the old man said, "Alas, I have lost my purse." Now, alas is an expression of sorrow. So, it will be exclaimed with sorrow that I stands for old man. It will change into he. Have will change into had lost. My will change again according to the old man, his purse. He had lost his purse. Now, children, question number 4 to 7 is your homework. We'll be taking up B part now. Children, before we start with the B part, kindly make a note here. I, me, my, we, our, us will change. This arrow means change according to the speaker of your sentence. I have already explained you in between while explaining the examples, but still, just to keep a check that we are going by certain rules, you just write I, me, my, we, our, us, change according to the speaker of your sentence. You'll be seeing how this rule works when we will take up the sentences, particularly the B part. She said, "Oh dear, I have just missed my train." Now we have the word I and my. I have told you they change according to the speaker. Who is the speaker of the sentence? This lady, for whom we have used the word she. She said, "Oh dear, I have just missed my train." Now the expression is not to be happy about. It is about sorrow or regret. She exclaimed with sorrow. You can write regret also. She exclaimed with sorrow that, this conjunction we have to use for every sentence that is exclamatory. She exclaimed with sorrow that she had, have will change into had, just missed. This was this lady's train. Now my will change into her train. Now children, the next two sentences, that is sentence number 2 and 3, are a bit different ones. Please pay attention to how I change them into an indirect speech. They said, "Long live the president." And she said, "May you succeed, my son." Now, both these sentences show that the speaker is or are praying for something or wishing for something. So, accordingly, we will change our reporting verb said. So, here we go with the first answer. They said, "Long live the president." They wished or prayed for the long life of the president. Next one, she said, "May you succeed, my son." She wished or prayed for the success of her son. Please focus on these two sentences. Read them once again. And if you remember, I have told in the beginning, when we change an exclamatory sentence into an indirect speech, the main emotion of the speaker should be conveyed. So here the speakers were wishing, or you can say they were praying to God for this, and accordingly we have changed the sentences. Next, he said, "Ah, what a beautiful sunset." Remember I told you, if the word is what or how is there, we can use very or great according to our word which we have to qualify. Now, the person is, you can say, happy or delighted to see the sunset. So, he exclaimed with joy. It can be wonder. It can also be happiness. All the three can go. He exclaimed with wonder or joy that the sunset was very beautiful. You can add this word very because it suits here with beautiful. He is admiring the beauty of the sunset. Next, she said to her servant, "How careless you are." Now, the tone of the speaker is of annoyance. Or you can say the lady is scolding. We have a word for scolding, that is rebuked. So, I'll change it like this. She rebuked her servant. Said to will change to rebuked. She rebuked her servant, saying that he was, how careless you are. Are will change to was. He was very careless. Again, if you notice, before this adjective careless, I have used the word very, and my sentence has how in it. That he is very careless. That is why she is annoyed and saying that you are very careless. The tourist said, "Wow, what a fabulous monument the Taj Mahal is." Now, wow is an expression of wonder. The tourist exclaimed with wonder that the Taj Mahal was, please take care, the tourist exclaimed with wonder that the Taj Mahal was a very fabulous monument. Again, I have used the word very before fabulous. Fabulous is my adjective here, and I can use very with the many of the adjectives. We can use the word very. I repeat, the tourist exclaimed with wonder that, you can also write delight here, that the Taj Mahal was a very fabulous monument. Next comes the C part. The following sentences are in the indirect speech. They are already in the indirect speech, but they are not correctly changed into indirect speech. So we have to correct these sentences. Let's start. She regretted that how foolish she had been. Now, if you remember, we don't use such words how, what in the indirect speech. So our answer should be, she regretted that she had been, this is my verb, she had been very foolish. The captain said that what a beautiful shot. Again, we don't use such words what, how, oh in the indirect speech. So the correction will be like this. The captain exclaimed. You can write here with wonder also. If you don't want, simply exclaimed will also do. The captain exclaimed that it was a beautiful shot. If I write here word very, it doesn't make any sense for the shot. So it was a beautiful shot. She said with sorrow that, oh, she had lost her diamond bracelet. She exclaimed with sorrow that she had lost her diamond bracelet. Here a correction is only of this word, that it should not be here. The rich man said, alas, I am ruined. Now I told you we don't use any such word like alas, oh, how, what in the indirect speech. The rich man exclaimed with sorrow. It can also be regret that. Now I stands for the rich man. It should have been he. That he was ruined. Why it is was here? Because it is exclaimed here. Past tense should take a past tense in sentences, provided it is not any fact like the earth is round. This we will be learning in our next sessions. Thank you, children. Hope you understood the topic. If not, as I told you, please listen to part 1 of this session twice, thrice, till you are clear with the rules. Then only start with part 2 and 3. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.